Let's get right to our Kyiv correspondent, Gulliver Cragg. Gulliver, what's happening in the capital where you are?
Well, I'm standing right on the edge of the crater in Shevchenko Park, where one of the missiles hit this morning. Perhaps you can see behind me, there's a children's playground. There's nothing around here that could in any way be considered an infrastructure or military target. Now that the air raid alert is off for the moment, lots of people have come to look at the damage. Obviously lots of media, but also lots of local people, residents of Kyiv, who are wandering around aghast at this strike, which I think it's very important to underline is absolutely unprecedented. Never before had the centre, the very city centre of Kyiv been hit, and also never before in areas far from the front line had somewhere quite so obviously completely not in any way a military or infrastructure target been hit. This is a park. This is the main central park in Kyiv. Anyone who lives in this city has been for a walk here, has come for a coffee here. So there's a great deal of shock and also a great deal of anger. You know, when you talk to people here, there's a huge amount of anger at what Russia is doing.
Those are some really dramatic images there behind you. What has been the reaction of Ukrainians to these latest series of attacks, Gulliver?
Well, as I said, lots of people are afraid, but there's also a reaction of defiance and anger. One person I spoke to even said that he was feeling optimistic in a sense after these attacks because he felt like Russia was now showing signs of desperation in just wantonly attacking civilian targets in the hopes that Ukrainians would become afraid and decide that it's time to compromise with Russia, and that doesn't seem at all likely. But there's certainly a feeling of shock and fear and great sadness, of course, as well here in Ukraine. In terms of the official reaction, it's been one of defiance and anger, mostly from the Ukrainian authorities. Also, though, the Ministry of Defense said that they don't think that this was actually in retaliation to the strike on the bridge between occupied Crimea and Russia, because, according to their intelligence, the Russians were preparing these attacks already since the beginning of October, before those explosions on the bridge happened.
Okay, Gulliver Cragg reporting for us from Kyiv. Gulliver, thanks so much.